Hi computer scientists! In this video we're going to talk about how to add things to a list. So here I have a list called A. A is of a type list, and I set it equal to this list with 4 items. 1, 2, 3, computers, 4, 5, 6, laptop. Now let's say I want to add one more thing to the list. One thing I can do is to add something to the list. So if I have A plus, let's create another list with just the numbers 7, 8, 9. So this is not going to change A, so we have to store this in another variable. I'll call that variable B. B equals. So now if I print A and I print B, what happens? What's the difference between A and B? In the first one, we have 1, 2, 3, computers, 4, 5, 6, laptop. A stayed the same. But in the second one, at the end, we added 7, 8, 9. So that's one way you can add to a list. And we can also add multiple things to the list. So I can put in here 7, 8, 9, comma, to add another item in this list, and tablet. So now if I run it, it adds both 7, 8, 9 and tablet. If I was to switch the order, I put 7, 8, 9 tablet plus A. Now A will be in the back. So 7, 8, 9 tablet, 1, 2, 3 computers, 4, 5, 6 laptop. So it switches the order. What if I was to do this plus 10, 11, 12? This gives me an error because we can only add things that are of the same type. We have list here because it's in the brackets. The brackets make it a list. And we have A is also a list because we defined it to be a list. But this number is not a list. So in order to add this in, we have to put it in brackets. Now if we run it, it is now in the list. Now what if I create another list, let's call it C, equal to 10. Now I create D equal to B plus C. What will it print when I print D? 7, 8, 9, tablet, 10. Now in these cases, we had to create another variable to store the new list. There is also a way to make it change the original list. So let's make A equal to this. Bracket, bracket. This means I'm creating a list with nothing in it. So what's the length of A? It's 0. Because there's no items in this list. So now we can add things to the list. To do that, we use append. A.append, and then in parentheses, you put whatever you want to add to the list. Let's say computers. So now if I print A, what will that be? It will be a list that has computers in it. And what is the length of A? 1. If I wanted to add 4, 5, 6 to the end of the list, how would I do that? I put A.append 4, 5, 6. Now if I print A, what will it print? And what will be the length of A? It prints computers 4, 5, 6, and the length is now 2. There are 2 items in this list. So how would I add laptops to this list? I put A.append in parentheses and quotation, laptops. Now, when I print A, what will that be? And what will be the length? It prints computers, 4, 5, 6, laptops, and the length is 3. So this is how we add to a list. Now, you can only use append to add to the end of the list. You can't make it add in the middle or in the beginning. Okay? Append will only add to the end of the list. So what was the difference between append and plus? Well, append will add to the end of the list and it will change the original list. When you do plus, it creates a temporary list that you need to save into a new list because it does not change the original one. You can do plus to add to either the front or to the end. I hope this helps you to understand how to add to a list in Python.